everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day and are doing well. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a design with me, but a design with me of a bracelet you've already seen before, and that is my Fairy Garden bracelet. So this bracelet is very near and dear to my heart. It's actually my first Pandora bracelet, and recently, if you saw my last video, which was my Rue La La Haul, I'll link it somewhere on the screen, I picked up 2 new rose charms to add onto that bracelet. And this is the design with me of that. So if you like to kind of see how I update my bracelet and what changes I make to it, stay tuned. Alright, so I have my Fairy Garden bracelet here and I've taken off all the charms. And like I mentioned, these are the 2 new charms that I'm going to be incorporating into the design, which I got on Rue La La, which I'm really excited about, and they match my new ring. And then I got this beautiful ring from a swap from Elizabeth, which is just stunning. So I love how that looks, and it'll complement the Fairy Garden bracelet very nicely. So I'm just gonna kind of play around. I think I have an idea of what I want to create. It's going to be very similar to the original design, but I do think I'm going to get rid of the opal lights charms. So these 2 right here, I don't think they really need to be on this bracelet anymore, but I do think I'm tempted to put these ones on my Life is a Fairy Tale with You bracelet. So this bracelet right here, I think they would look really nice. So maybe stay tuned for another design with me when I incorporate these on. And this is also probably a bracelet you guys haven't really seen yet. You've probably heard me talk about it. So I definitely will be featuring it. It's still not done yet, but I'm really liking the slower progress with bracelets because each charm that goes on is very meaningful, and it's nice to gradually see the completion of a bracelet. I think sometimes we're so like, oh, we want to see it completed and done, but there's something to be said about slowly building a bracelet that's just really, really special. Okay, so of course we have the clips, and this is just kind of how I design. Maybe at some point I'm going to invest in those poles, those little pole things that I know Too Hot talks about a lot, because they're so, oh, and Jandra from My Expressions. They look really cool, and I'm sure they are actually a wonderful way to design with as well. But this is kind of what I've always done from the beginning, of just kind of arranging my charms kind of in front of the bracelet to kind of feel it out. So of course, the design, like I said, is going to be very similar. So I'm going to put my little pixie there. I love my rose leaf charms, these ones. They're going to go right beside her like before. And then I have my rose spacers, which are going to go there. Now let's see. Oh, I have my Enchanted Garden here. I don't think those ones are going to go on actually. We'll just put them to the side. Let's see. So I love how these look. I think they could go right there maybe. So the nice thing is since this is a size 18 bracelet, it doesn't really matter where I put the Muranos. I still find it to be quite comfortable. Well, we could put the little pixie here. And what do I like? This could look actually really pretty there. But I always keep that at the end. Maybe I'll put the butterfly there. Okay. Put that there. That one there. Then we do the rose leaf there. Let's see. There. I mean, there's no wrong way to build this. It's kind of whatever is personal preference to you, right? And what makes you feel like, yeah, that's exactly kind of the look I'm going for. So I kind of like how that looks. Then we could go with the little pixie. You could look quite cute here. And then we have the Queen Bee, which I can put there. And then we could do the 2 Muranos again there, which I'll just put down here for now. And then end with that one on the end, which actually probably safer to put it here because it doesn't have any screws, so it might just slide off. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think actually that looks stunning. So let's put it on the bracelet and see how it looks. And I forgot to put this one on. Silly me. Maybe I'll just put it on the other end because I do have the safety chain. put the dangles here. And kind of changing my mind now that I see it. There's still quite a bit of room, so I'm gonna put them there. Maybe it's kind of funny that I'm working on more of a spring looking bracelet in the middle of winter, but I just happened to get those charms now, so I'm like, why not? And I was really excited to design this. By the way, if you want to hear the meanings about majority of the charms on this bracelet, I do have a video I filmed last spring, and it talks about all the meanings of the bracelet itself. So I'll definitely link that here on the screen or in my description bar. So just take a look for it somewhere over there. Okay, now let's put these little rose spacers on. I love these, they're so dainty and cute. I think that's what I want to do with them. Whoops. Do you guys ever update your bracelets? I'm so curious. I know some people, once they finish a design, they kind of keep it that way, and that's how it'll always stay. I actually do like to update my bracelets, especially if I find some charms that really represent well. Sometimes I'll swap some other charms out. Also, sometimes you have what I would call like filler charms, or like temporary charms that they don't fully belong on the bracelet, but you kind of want to have a completed look to the bracelet, so you kind of put those on like little holders, card holders, something like that, and then later on you might update it. So those opal light charms always were kind of like that for me on this bracelet. I love the pink and they definitely matched, but they weren't something I always knew that would always be on this bracelet, because over time I knew at some point I would want to update the bracelet again with something. But the thing is, if I put those two dangles on in here, I think I would prefer the ones on the ends moving more than the ones in the center. So now I'm thinking just to put the dangles on there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Back and forth a little bit. But it's good you can kind of see and figure out what's gonna work the best for you. It's also important to make sure the bracelet's comfortable on you as well. And like I was saying, this one's a size 18, so I already know it's naturally, like I normally wear a 17, and the 17 still has a nice amount of room. So it doesn't really matter too much for me for comfort with the 18, because I know wherever I put the charms, they're pretty much gonna be comfortable, at least on me. Okay, so yeah, I've moved these two both in the middle. I've done that before where I don't have as many charms in the middle, and I don't know why. I don't like how it looks on me personally. Like, I like them to be more centered there, and this is still quite well balanced. So yeah, you guys, you know what, I really like how that looks, so I'm happy I did that. Okay, so we'll put the clip. There's still some room, but that's a perfect amount of movement for me. And then I still have some room here, but I'll figure that out. We have a Murano here. Moving that. That looks quite pretty. Okay. Oh, and I love this one. This one's so beautiful. And this one, it does have the little daisy sparkle here, which is echoed right over here too. And I know there's a charm quite similar to this one that I could technically get to go over here, but I love this one more, and I love that one complements it. So that's what I'm doing, but you never know, depending on the spring collection that Pandora releases this year. Yeah, by the way, happy 2019. You never know, there might be something similar to that ends up looking really nice on this. Okay, so that looks really pretty. And we're gonna put this one on it. And there we go. And then we have this one, the queen bee. And actually, yeah, since this one's a little bit bigger than this one, I think that's probably why there's just a little bit more movement on this, which means I probably should have put this one on this side. Maybe, you know what, I'm just gonna go back and put that on because it doesn't make sense to put it over here, because as you guys can see, there's a little room, but I have a safety chain going on this end, and then here there's definitely room for this one. And then actually, I don't know if I need to add an additional charm. I think that's just a perfect amount of motion, like movement, sorry. So let me take these all off again, and I'll put them back on with this one here. Okay, so I've added all the charms back. I'm actually actually not even quite. I'm very happy that I added this on the side. I think it looks so much better. I think actually that's probably what I had before too. And that's it for my updated Fairy Garden bracelet. I'm actually really happy with how it's turned out. I think it looks really beautiful, and I love the extra touch of pastel pink on here. I think it looks really pretty, and I love that the bracelet design and the theme of it is still very much the same. Nothing's overly changed like crazy, but those charms really do complete it, and I do prefer them more than the Opal Lights charms that I had on here. And I'm really excited to put those on my Life is a Fairy Tale with You bracelet. So let me know if you guys like to see a design with me on that bracelet. I actually didn't really film much of a design with, actually no design with me on that bracelet at all. Haven't really even shown much of it to you. I think I've just talked about it in previous videos. So if you would like to see kind of a talk through of what I've already added to that bracelet and kind of my plans for in the future, let me know down below. And I also hope you guys all had a lovely Christmas, holiday season, New Year's, happy 2019. I have tons of videos I've edited, or not edited, that I filmed since September, but I haven't really had a lot of time to edit. Things have been pretty crazy, lots of things, and really busy, especially with holidays and some other stuff going on. So my goal is to try to sort through those videos and put them up. So some of the footage might be from the late summer or the fall or certain things like that, but I really do still want to edit those videos. I think there's some special ones in there. So especially there's one I did with my mom. So I really want to edit that one and put that one up. So stay tuned for those. I'm gonna try to, one of my New Year's goals is to kind of edit through those and try to get back onto my normal schedule where I used to post once a week. I'd love to get back there, but life is a little crazy, so it's probably not gonna be this month, but hopefully by February I'm gonna be able to start doing that again. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.